direct kind of question. I give you like all the data, then you just calculate standard deviation. But now I get you the variance standard deviation. You have to work backwards and get me the specific data. This one different a bit. Okay, today is more towards HOTS question. And this class, I will record it and put it in YouTube. Okay, so when you reach Form 5, okay, the future you can refer to the same video and revise again. Okay, so question number 2. The table shows the ages in years of two group of participants. Okay, participants. You have your group X, group Y, the number of participants. Okay, everyone, can you tell me one alphabet to replace the whole thing? Number of participants. In your formula, we always use this. Okay, what's the alphabet? Yes, we use N. Okay, the big letter N, or maybe you want to put like small n, or maybe sometimes we put TF. Okay, what is TF? Total frequency. Okay, total frequency also can, up to you. Okay, then the next one, you have your mean. So mean will be this one, X bar. Okay, standard X bar. But you have to be careful because the mean over here is separated. It's for group X and as well as for group Y. And the next one, you have your variance there, 2.2 and 1.4. Everyone, just a quick one. How do you get standard deviation? The variance given 2.2 and 1.4, right? So what's the standard deviation? What you have to do? You get your variance answer and then you kasi square root, then you get the answer already lah. Right? But don't do that just to tell you, okay? Then the next one, all the participants from the two groups are combined. Calculate the new mean. Form 2 chapter, if I'm not mistaken, it's chapter 12 lah. Okay, chapter 12 central tendency. So far the hardest in Form 2, but the easiest in Form 4. You're gonna do this for me now. Okay, question A. Lie. Come. Once you get the answer, I want the final answer only. Then you hit me the final answer. Come. Like. Oh, these students smart. Oh. Hint number 1. Hint number 1. What's the formula for mean? Mean equals to sum of x divided by n. Correct? Unis, try again. Variance I put for fun. So variance equals to sum of x squared over n minus mean square, right? Okay, I'm gonna stop everybody. When I do this, right, y'all feel like slapping yourself one. Serious, okay? I try, Kawan-kawan sekalian. Can you take 15 plus 18 divided by 2? Can you do that? Of course cannot, because a lot of you tried that already, right? Why cannot? Because that will be the mean for these two number. I repeat, that will be the mean for these two number. But suppose you are supposed to get the mean for all the group X. Over here will be the participants and all the group Y participants. So suppose your new mean, you have to divide by a total of how many participants? Tell me. Suppose you have to divide by how many participants? Very good. You are supposed to divide by 40. Right? So in order to divide by 40, you have to get the total for X and the total for Y so that you can hit in. But how do you do that? Then we have to do a very simple linear equation. So I'm going to put it over here and show y'all. Okay, so what is the very simple linear equation? I'm going to show you this way. The mean for group X, so I'm going to put it over here nicely. The mean for group X equals to 15. And the total for X, I wouldn't say for total for X, I would say the total data for X. Okay, the total data or maybe the sum of data for X, not the X over here, no, this X represents data. Okay, the X above represents the name Then you have to divide by what? Divide by the total frequency. As you can see, total frequency for X itself is 24, right? So looks like the sigma X answer, the total X are supposed to be 24 times 15, 360. This is the correct way to handle. Then the first one will be 360. So you will get the total data for the participants, right? For total data for participant X, the age, okay, the total age for participant X, for group X, sorry, for group X. And now as for group Y, so I'll put the info here for group Y. Okay, group Y, the mean being 18, right? So 18 equals to sigma X over, how many participants? 16. So sigma X equals to 18 times 16. Then you'll be getting the answer as 288. Then you put that 288. And this is the correct way to handle. So 360 plus with 288, then divide by 40. Your answer is supposed to be 16.2. This is the correct answer. Understand? This is what I mean by, okay lah, consider a bit different really HOTS question. Okay? So now let's go into question B. Question B, find the new standard deviation. Okay, standard deviation. So I will say this thing again, standard deviation and variance different, they provide you the variance. You're gonna find standard deviation. Okay, so same thing, I want you to feel it first. Okay, feel it as in you have to try a bit and see whether you really can work it out or not. Previous few classes, right? Okay lah, consider quarter of the student can get the answer lah. So not like more than half, or maybe like a lot of students can get it. So a lot of common mistakes there, and so let's try it out first. It's okay to get wrong because I'll be here explaining the whole thing to you. So everyone, question B, you try first. I will show you in a while. Okay, you try first. Come. Go. Question B. So 2 hints to everybody. Number 1, they provide variance. You need to find standard deviation. Okay? My recommendation for hint number 1, stay variance better. Stay variance better. Okay, as if for why, later I will explain to you why stay variance better. Okay, so my hint to you, stay variance better. Okay, number 2, you need to use some linear equation to work backwards for a certain info. 2 hints for you. Try. So the working is like quite long one, okay, quite long one, so you can try it up for question B. Okay. First, as you can see, sum of x squared. Okay, everyone. One very important question here. Where do you get sum of x squared? I mean, as in, yes, I need it for my variance and standard deviation. I know that. You know that as well. Okay? So in order to get this, you can't get it from all the info over here because it's so obvious not there, right? So my question to everybody, can I take this? Okay, can I take this figure, okay, this figure, and then I square it? Can I do that? Why cannot? Why? Because if let's say I'm doing this, right, it means I'm going to take this 360 and I square it. Okay, I'm going to take this 288 and square it. So this is what I'm going to do if let's say I'm doing this, Okay, so I'm going to prove to you why cannot. Very good, Kyle. Okay, everyone. The reason being what, if I do this, see this situation, sigma x squared meaning what, Meaning I'm going to do x squared first. And then I sum it. I'm going to do x squared first. You see, I'm going to do x squared first. Okay, x squared first, and then I sum it. This is the meaning. So meaning I have to square everything. And then eventually, I'll be getting what? I'll be getting 9 times 5, 45. Okay, but if you are saying this, right? Meaning what? Meaning, please get all the 3, you plus them together, and then you square it. Gone case. So everyone, 3 times 5, you get a 15, 15 squared is 225. Gone. Your answer becomes boom. So I'm pretty sure some student get 70 plus for your B answer. Anyone get 70 plus for B answer? 71.01 if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So that's because of what? Because of this. So that's the thing. So how do I work out my this thing? So this one not equal, you cannot do this, cannot do this. So in order to work out this, we have to use the variance. That's why they give you a variance. So I'll be using different color to help out. So I'm going to put B here. So B, to get my new standard deviation, I'm going to put it over here. My new standard deviation, I'm going to put a big square root. And I know I have to divide by how many participants? Yes, we have to divide by 40. Very good. Because your new standard deviation is like total data of 40 participants already, because you include the X and Y inside, right? And you have to minus your latest mean. What's your latest mean, everyone? Come tell me the chats, come quick. Very good. 16.2 squared. Thank you. And this thing, it gonna be your sigma x squared. You have to put it inside, right? So in order to work out that, so I'm gonna put the workings here. So variance, okay, I'm gonna put the variance. Okay, I put it by the side better lah. So variance for group X, I'm gonna put that group X 2.2. Okay, so once I put a 2.2 there, sigma x squared divided by 24 participants minus of 15 squared. Then you do the linear equations. So when you do the linear equation, there is a common mistake again. Can you bring the 24 over? Form 1 says cannot, because it must be single fraction. So you have to bring your minus 15 first. So students, where you have to be careful with this, okay? You're weak in linear equation, you have to be careful. So you bring the minus 15 square over, which is 15 square 225, sorry. 225 plus with 2.2. So you'll be getting sigma x square over 24 equals to 227.2. And sigma x square for this case, it will be, you have to times with 24 lah. You get 5452.8. Okay, 54.8. So after you get this one, that will be group X. And now get the variance for what? For group Y. Okay, for group Y. So group Y, everyone, it will be 1.4. So I put that 1.4 equals to what? Equals to sigma x squared over how many participants there? 16 minus of the mean given 18 square. And same thing, do the linear equation. So you will get these two answer. These two answer you hantam inside. So I'm going to put inside 5452.8, because that will be the data, you know, each and every single data you square, then you add up already. So you're going to add these two things together. So you add these two things together. Okay, and everyone, please use your calculator. Okay, you put it inside. Get me the final answer for your standard deviation. Come, in 2 decimal point format. You have to really try it up, as in press everything inside. Okay, get the final answer, everything. Okay, come, go ahead. So make sure you really press it and you get this decimal point answer, just 2 decimal point minimum. So you'll be getting 4.04 and eventually you get 2.01. That's the final answer. And everybody, what we are doing now, it's what? It's your section what? You have 2 papers in your exam, right? Paper 2, section B. Okay, paper 2, section B. Because paper 2, section B, it will be roughly like 6 to how many marks? Like 9, 10, okay, 13. It depends, right? So this is what we are doing. Okay, so everybody, I'm gonna move it. Okay, I'm going to move it. I'm pretty sure you can handle question A now. Next page, question page 15. Okay, so this one, I give you like very little time only, like maybe 2 minutes. This one very fast, because you know the idea there already. Like sigma x squared, use it for what? Okay, so I'm going to give you some hints first. The following are the sum of masses in kg and the sum of squares of masses of 6 pupils. 6 pupils being the n, or maybe the total frequency. So everyone, quick one. Can you tell me sigma x is for what kind of info? What kind of info? Short form can already. Yes, for mean, sigma x squared, obviously it will be for your standard deviation or maybe your variance lah. So I put it nicely for you already. Just get me the variance answer can already. Okay, come, go. Okay, so I'm going to try it out because this one quite easy and okay, my focus is on the other question. Okay, variance, A number one, this one nothing much. Variance equals to no need square root, sigma x square over n minus your mean square. So we're gonna work out the mean first. So I put it over here, mean equals to sigma x divided by n. It means total x lah. So it will be 315 divided by 6 pupils. So 315 divided by 6, you will be getting how much? You'll be getting 52.5. That's the mean only. That's the mean. So I'm going to get the mean and put it over here. I know I have to minus off 52.5 squared. Correct? This one done already. It's not okay already. So this one also okay, done. And we have to divide by how many pupils? 6. And the sigma x squared is given 16635. Wow, this one's simple lah. 16635 divided by 6. And once you get answer, you minus off 52.5 squared. Your answer comes out 16.25. So that's why you get your standard deviation as square root of 16.25. You'll be getting a new answer, which is how much? Okay, so yes, answer is 4.30. 03. Okay, everyone, B increased level. So that's why this question is like, so I'm going to make it bigger, and now I'm going to ask everyone if the masses of 2 pupils are 49 kg and 60 kg. So 2 guys want to go out. Okay, 2 guys say, I don't want to be in this class like 6 pupils. I'm going to get out from here. So now the total frequency becomes 4 already. Agree or not? Suppose there is 6, 2 pupils go get away already. So it left 4. Then they say determine the new variance. So everybody, your variance answer, it's supposed to be standard lah. I put the workings there. Okay. My question to everybody, your sigma x square, your variance equals to sigma x square minus mean, right? I'm going to ask everyone. I did mention that suppose there is 6 pupils, right? So 2 left already, your n becomes how much now? Your n becomes how much? Yes, you left 4 there. Okay, now sigma x square represents this info where it will be every single mass. Student number 1, student number 2, student number 3, 4, 5, 6. Their mass you have to square plus with their square plus square. You have to square them, crying out. But the thing is, 2 students get away already. 2 students get away already. So you have to take the 1, 6, 6, 3, 5. And then what happened? You have to remove 2 students, right? So in order to remove, you have to remove 49 and 60. What? Okay, everyone, what I missed out from here? I have to remove the what? I know I have to remove the data, right? But over here, it's sigma x squared. So every data is already squared. So we have to minus this amount. And of course, for your mean, right? Suppose there is 6. You divide by 6. But instead of dividing 6, the new mean, what we have to do? We have to divide by 4 now, right? And the total there, 315, you have to remove 2 students' mass. Okay, you have to remove 2 students' mass. Then you will be able to get the new answer. Come. Insert into your calculator, hantam the new answer for me. Come. Okay, so what's the new answer? Standard deviation is not a big problem. So once you get your new variance, then you can square root your answer, right? So just get me the new variance answer. So everybody, yes, you get 6.25. And finally, number 2, you'll be getting square root 6.25. You'll get 2.5. So Resman, you get me the 2.5, which is your second answer. Okay, so everybody, I'm going to move to the other part. Question number 4 is your homework. So you're going to send to me. Okay, so once you finish the class, you sit down and really do the question. Okay, and be careful because question A, they just want you to show. So once you manage to show answer equals to 51, you have to put there shown, just like your NMATs. But this one's simple one. Okay, the most important part is to handle B. B is the part where so far student where they send to me, right? Less than half correct. So B is the part where you have to be careful. B is the part. Okay, I'm going to move to another question. Page 19, question 6. This is the question that I'm going to share with you. Okay, so everybody, for a set of n numbers, n means the total frequency lah. Okay, n means the total frequency lah. It is given that sigma x is 720. Sigma x squared equals to 120,000. And then the standard deviation is 80. Okay, so looks like we have a bit of information there. This is for mean. This is for your standard deviation and your variance. And we have our standard deviation 80. So meaning we can work backwards to get certain information that we want. Okay, now which is the n. Later we can work it out. Then they say calculate n and the mean. This one easy lah. So everyone, what do I mean by easy? Wait, you don't get too triggered by the six marks there. You need to find two unknowns. Each unknown 3 marks, reasonable. Okay, so it's not like you have to get one unknown in, right? You have to get 2 unknowns, so okay lah. So not that bad. So question A, everybody. So question A. So we're gonna write nicely on what they want. Okay. So everyone, your mean answer equals to sigma x divided by n. This one agree or not? But do you have any mean related information to work out? Number one, no mean answer. We have the 720 there, but you have to find the mean. So you have 2 unknowns, so no point. So we're going to try up the standard deviation of 80. But there's a problem, everybody. There's a problem. Okay, I will strongly recommend students to do what? To do your question using variance. Okay, do your question using variance. Why? The reason being, I don't want the square root. Because when you get square root, right, it will be hard for you to manage. Okay, so I tried to ignore the square root. So this is what I'm going to do. So standard deviation equals to 80. So variance equals to 80 square. So your variance equals to 6400. Okay, right? So 6400 equals to sigma x squared divided by n minus your mean square. So I'm going to put there mean square. Wait, you all understand what I'm trying to do, right? Okay, this is the mean mark, right? Okay, so far, any questions? So you notice that this is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so suppose this one is your, wait, let me take this away first. Suppose this one is sigma square, correct? But the thing is you don't have any mean. So I will just take the information and put it inside. So 6400 equals to, so I have this figure already, it's given here, 12,000. Sorry, 120,000. Okay, 120,000. And then divide by n minus, so this thing is actually what? Sigma x over n, right? So the sigma x is being 720. So I put 720 over n, bracket square. This is what I'm trying to do. Okay, so once you get this, what's the next thing? You see, everyone, we have to expand. So I'm going to expand it. Okay, so I expand now. So when I expand this, what happened? Okay, this is what happened. Okay, let me show everybody. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to ask everyone first. The square I will bring to 720 and n, right? So 6400 equals to 120,000 divided by n minus, so the upper part 720 square. You get 518,400 divided by what? Tell me what's this? Divide by what? Yes, n square. Be careful, okay? Be careful, n square. So everyone, 2 minutes. Continue the quadratic equation question here. This is a quadratic equation question. I want you to continue and get the n answer for me. Come. So this question, besides handling standard deviation, right, you notice that it involves quadratic equation because there's an n squared there, right? So how are we gonna do this? Okay, come, you can try it out. So the usual general hint, right? The general hint that I'm gonna give you, it's same denominator. Okay, that's the usual hint. Or maybe some student, they might want to do something faster. They might multiply with a certain number to get rid of the denominator at the bottom, right? So what you're gonna do, you try it out. And okay, so I'm gonna continue with the calculations. Okay, everybody. Now see, for me, right, I will take the whole equation times with n squared. Why? Some student, they will say like, teacher, I make the same denominator, can or not? Can, but you will have extra workings up. So I will do n squared. So when I do n squared, the first one you get 6400 n squared. Okay, then the next one, when you simplify the n, right, you will get 120,000 n. And then you minus off, you cancel off the n squared, you get 518400. So quadratic equations. So you're gonna bring them together. So 6400 n squared, then the rest you have to bring it there. So you get minus 120,000 n plus 518400 equals 0. But the thing is, over here, what happened? Too big. So we have to reduce it. Okay, we have to reduce. So everyone, can you tell me I will divide by what to reduce the whole thing? I'll divide by what? I will divide by 1,600. 1,600. But everybody, let me tell you something. If let's say you say you have this problem of like, teacher, this one very hard, eh? Okay, divide 100 also can, but 100 is not the biggest one, the highest common factor, right? So what I'm going to do, okay, let me tell you something. Just press it into your calculator. Just hantam everything into your calculator. You still get the same answer, right? So everyone, hantam into your calculator first. So what is your A, B, and C? Okay, I'm going to get the answer. So A will be 6400, B will be negative 120,000, and C will be what? C will be 518400. And once you hantam inside, right, you will get X equals to what? I'm going to leave it here first. You're going to get N equals to 12 and N equals to 27 over 4. So when you go backwards, this is what you get. Okay, this is what you get. Bracket equals 0, correct? So this is N minus 12, and this is what? Okay, this is 4N minus what? Minus 27. Okay, now everyone, let me show you something. I'm going to move down a bit. The moment when we expand this, right? Take a guess. When we expand this, agree or not, you get 4n squared. And of course, you expand the rest of it, you see? So if you say that, teacher, I don't know what to divide, okay, you just expand it using the answer given. So I will expand the rest of it, you get minus 27. And then minus 12, you get minus 75. And plus 324 equals 0. Then you take your calculator and you divide it. So when you divide it, what happened? When you divide it, 6400 divided by 4, you notice you have to reduce by dividing 1,600. Then you get an answer already. Okay, so everyone, can you tell me which one I will ignore? By the way, this one is 63 over 4, right? So I will ignore this. Why? Okay, I will write the word rejected. Okay, why do I reject this? Okay, it's a positive answer, everyone. It's a positive answer, but why I reject it? Why? How can your number of data be 63 over 4 data? Leh? Your data must be whole number, right? So for example, you're going to say like in this class, there is 26 students going for mathematics exam for the maths result. So can I say like, instead of 26 students, I say 26.2 students? Cannot, ma? So that's why decimal we reject. Okay, we reject it. So after you get this 12 as the answer, then what happened? Okay, then we get the answer already, okay? And now I want to get the mean answer. So therefore, the mean answer. Okay, the mean answer. Okay, equals to what? Okay, you get your 720 divided by 12 lah. So 720 divided by 12, 720 divided by 12, you will get your answer at 60. So that's your answer. So N answer done already, min answer done already. And B, each number is half. Setengah, half, separuh. Okay, half. Calculate the new variance. Okay, I'm going to ask everyone. This one happens to be last week where I talked about this thing in your page 228 and 229. Okay, so I'm going to ask everyone, you all tell me. Okay, everybody, if every single data it's added with a constant of number 2. Added, so I'm going to add number 2 for every single data. My range, standard deviation, all these information, right? It will be affected or not. If let's say it will be a plus minus. Affected or not affected? Affected as in whether your standard deviation, your range, all these things, your answer will change or not. Not affected. Okay, I get you like one situation. I think it will be easier for you to memorize. Okay, look at this situation, everyone. I'm not sure whether you come across to this kind of like experience before, because my class last time, right, super noisy. Okay, in my class, like back in my Form 4 and Form 5, super noisy. Then sometimes my teacher is like, okay, she will shout this, say, bang, slam the table and say this thing. Yeah, I tell you, our whole class, you're noisy again. Everybody's marks are minus 10 marks. Come across this kind of experience before? Why your teacher don't say divide by 2? Why your teacher don't say like let's say get too happy of it, like everybody times times 1.2 for your marks? Okay, why your teacher don't say times divide all these things, but instead of say minus and plus? The reason being, right, because the teacher has to write report on, write report like what's the standard deviation for the class, okay, the range for the class, the variance for the class, everything. So imagine if let's say your teacher do a report already, everything nicely already, then suddenly your class like super noisy. So your teacher stand there and say, I tell you, you're noisy again, minus 5 marks, at least the report's still the same, not affected. Okay, so that's the reason. So plus minus not affected. So times divide, your teacher have to change the whole thing again. So you have to do the calculation again. You have to times 2, this, that. Okay, so that's why teacher don't do that. Example only. Okay, your teacher don't do that. So if each number is half, means divide by 2. Okay, divide by 2. So what's the new variance? Very simple. You get the standard deviation answer. So everyone, you get the standard deviation answer, this one, your standard deviation answer. You're going to divide by 2 first. You get 40, right? Okay. So once you get 40, what you do? By the way, they want the what? They want the variance, correct? So what you're gonna do? You're gonna square it. So you get the 40, you square it, you get 1600. So this is the new answer. Okay. Or some of you will say, teacher, just now I thought you get the 6400 as the variance, right? So I will divide by what? Okay, everyone, can you tell me you have to divide by what to get the new variance answer? Can you divide by 2 only? Can you do that? Remember I said cannot. Why? Because for variance, you always, what you have to do? You have to, like last week, ending of the class, I mentioned that you have to square the affected value. So you have to divide by 4. Then you'll be able to get your answer as 1600. Okay, so one of it, so see which one you want to use. Okay, one of it. Okay, so everyone,